Hello, this is Aryan from Science and Technology News. An accident was reported earlier today in which Mr. Tibrewala, a 78-year-old man, fell and was not able to get up. However, due to the Senior Assistive Bundle, Mr. Tibrewala was able to reach his son, Sid Christian, who also acts as his caregiver. Unfortunately, Christian cannot attend to his father at all times because of his day job. Thus, in order to establish a reliable form of communication, they use the SAB for quick communication. More on how this device works, and the situation that just took place from the developers of the button, as well as Mr. Tibrewala and his son. We are currently with Siddharth Krishnan, the caregiver and son of Mr. Tibrewala. First of all, when shopping for these care products, what factors did you take into account? And did you and your dad agree on the SAB, or was it mainly your decision as his caregiver and son?
So we first looked at senior care homes, but we found them to be very expensive. So we started looking for products that would help my dad. I first looked at what we needed in regard to physical support and communication. Together we realized in case of an emergency, there was no great reliable form of communication between us. Thus I looked into Life Alert, a line of products in which the senior can press a button and will immediately be brought into a call as an employee. Although an attractive idea, the cost was unaffordable for us as it cost almost $100 a month. Thus I kept looking for products that resembled Life Alert, but the contact was with me instead of an employee, and the cost was relatively cheap. I ended up finding the SAB, which costs $20 for one button and $40 for a two-button pack. The SAB is essentially a button that can be pressed, and a message will be sent to my dad at the click of this button. So this is the website that I actually filled out to receive my button, and as you can see, it's a Senior Assistive Button, which is a message at the click of my hands. I went to the Buy Now phase and picked the one button pack, so I want to use it for emergencies, and filled this out.
Well, that's quite interesting. Do you mind showing us the product?
Yeah, so sure, after 2 days of filling out that form, I received this package in the mail. And inside this package, I found the button that I ordered.
Very interesting. And did you find any other products in the market that were like the SAB?
No, not really. It seemed to be very unique and effective.
Can you quickly run me through how the product works?
Yeah, sure. So it is very simple and there's not many steps you need to set it up. So as I said before, all I did was customize a few of the attributes of my own button on the website. And then after 2 days, I received the package with the button. And now all my dad has to do is click the button when he wants to send me a message when he's in trouble.
Wow, that's a very simple and effective product, Mr. Christian. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we're going to visit Siddharth Tibrewala, a 78-year-old man who was able to utilize the SAB after a scary fall. We are currently with Mr. Tibrewala, the victim of this accident. Mr. Tibrewala, we would like to hear about the emergency that occurred and how the SAB was able to come to rescue.
Sure, to start things off, I was just walking down the stairs to the kitchen to make myself some oatmeal. But then when I was on the stairs, I lost my footing and tripped. I tried to reach for the phone, but it was way too far away. So I reached for my SAB, which was around my neck, and pressed the button. I knew that my son would come at this point because the button gives him alerts.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Tibrewala, and I hope you feel better after that fall.
Thank you, and I would recommend this button to any elderly living alone, as it might save their life.
Next, we will visit the developers of the button. We are here with the developers of the SAB, and I had just had a few questions regarding the mechanics and how the button actually works.
Sure, we'll explain the mechanics and where we got the idea from. We decided to pursue this project because we observed that many of our friends were constantly stressed as they had caregiving responsibilities for their parents who wanted to live alone because they preferred independence. Thus, we wanted to aim to help the millions of caregivers like these in the world by assisting and making products that would help them in their duties.
Wow, that's amazing. How does the button work?
Yeah, so the button works by connecting to Amazon Web Services and using its simple notification service to broadcast a message to the phone number entered.
How complex?
Yes, well, although it is complex to create, for the seniors, it is very easy and simple to use.
Do you mind giving us an explanation on how seniors would use the product?
Yeah, sure. So when we finish the customization of the button for the caregiver and the senior, the button is shipped to the caregiver. There's only one further step for the caregiver to do until the button can function properly. The caregiver must download the app link to our website and enter their Wi-Fi information so that the button can access Amazon Web Services. Then, the button is ready to be put into action. All the senior has to do is press the button to send a custom message to the caregiver of their choice.
Wow, what an interesting product. This is Aryan from Science and Technology News. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you learned a lot about this miraculous product.